intermediate, which is equivalent to plus 1 and plus 2 in CBSE, ICSE and other such kind of syllabi, is often called as life's turning point. It is like standing at the crossroads. The student has to make a conscious decision about his or her profession. As everybody knows, till class 10, it is the same set of subjects for all the students. But once a student completes class 10 or grade 10, then he or she need to take a decision with regard to the profession that he or she is going to pursue. As we know very well, there are quite a number of careers available today. Engineering, medicine, accountancy, law, civil services, management, fine arts, literature, humanities, armed forces, life sciences, social sciences. These are some of the major stream of careers available today, and the list is not exhaustive. Or one can decide to become an entrepreneur, start his or her own business. After 10th class, there are people who pursue a diploma or ITI courses in order to secure jobs quite relatively in a faster pace. Right? When there are so many careers available, one should take a clear decision as to what he or she wants to become in his or her life. Accordingly, one has to choose a particular set of subjects, choose a group in intermediate. This everybody knows. For example, if somebody wants to become an engineer, somebody wants to make engineering as his or her profession, then they have to take MPC, maths, physics and chemistry as his or her subjects, right or wrong? Same way, somebody who wants to become a doctor, wants to choose medicine as his or her career, they have to join BPC, biology, physics and chemistry. And as all of you know, there are other groups as well, HEC, MEC and so on. So one has to take a clear-cut decision after completing 10th class as to what his or her profession is going to be. In other words, the decision that you are going to take now after completing 10th class, will decide the rest of your life. I'm talking to a student, the next 60 years or so of your life. So this decision is so important. It's like taking a decision about the rest of the life. And if a right decision is made, then one gets a chance to excel in that field. Sky is the limit. If you choose a field which suits your personality, if your aptitude, if your personality matches the profession, then there is no stopping you. Sky is the limit. On the other hand, there are people who take wrong decisions and later on repent quite often for the rest of their life. So this decision of choosing a group, remember, it's not just about choosing a particular group in intermediate. Only in certain cases, for example, somebody who has taken MPC, they can become an engineer, they can choose engineering as their profession, or consequently they can choose to go into the line of accountancy. There are certain flexibilities, no doubt. Even while doing intermediate, one can change one's decision, one can change one's direction. But these flexibilities are quite few. And even in that case, even in those cases, if a conscious decision is not made after 10th class, and if one wants to change one's direction, then quite often it results in wastage of time, effort, energy and resources. So this all important decision of choosing one's profession, one's career should be informed decision. So how are people taking decisions with regard to this all important life deciding one? After 10th class, what? Which group to take up in plus 1 and plus 2 in intermediate? And after that, which profession? So very, very important life deciding question. When we look at people around us in today's society, there are people who are pursuing wrong methods, wrong ways in taking a decision with regard to this question. Let us look at some of the wrong methods that being adopted in today's society. Number one, parents' choice. Quite often, it is the parents who take decisions. They try to fulfill their unfulfilled desires through their words. Ours is a patriarchal society, so when we say parents, quite often it is the father. Father wanted to become an engineer. Father's dream was to join IIT, but he was not successful. Now he wants to see his son or at times daughter in IIT campus and to see his son or daughter as an engineer. Same way, father or mother wanted to become a doctor, wanted to join a medical college, but was unable to secure a seat, crack the medical entrance when they were students. Now they want to see their unfulfilled desire being fulfilled by their words. This is a very incorrect way. Parents should realize that their children share their genes. In other words, their aptitude is quite often an inborn talent. In a way, it is genetic. So, if mathematics was a difficult subject, a tough nut to crack for one of the parents, then the chances of the son or daughter or both of them having the same set of problem is on the higher side. So when if a parent personality was not suitable for a particular profession, then quite often, not necessarily in all the cases, quite often the result seen with regard to their children will be the same. The second incorrect way of taking decision is influence of people around, influence of neighbors. It is called demonstrative effect. Someone known to you has joined a prestigious engineering college, and after completing the engineering course in that college, that student has landed in United States of America or Canada or Australia to pursue higher studies. Now that person has settled down that country. Now father is boasting of that person, quite often boasts to his friends and colleagues of the palatial building and the Porsche car his ward owns in America or countries like Canada or Australia. And that father is in a buying spree, purchasing plots and flats. So this acts as a catalyst to the appetite of other people around, other parents around. They want to imitate this. Their children also to pursue the same line. They feel, that person has, that student has settled down in life. Why not my ward? So this kind of demonstrative effect. In fact, this is one of the reasons why most of the students from the two Telugu states, that is Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, are choosing engineering as their career option. But here parents should understand that what is good for somebody need not necessarily be good for others. Some parents go by the choice of their wards. They feel it is the most correct way of taking decisions. Apparently, it looks quite good. Yes, my child, my son or my daughter has got interest in this particular field. I'm very democratic. I'm not imposing my ideals, my ideas, my aspirations on my child. I'm giving freedom to my child to go ahead to pursue something which he or she likes. But what every parent should realize is, many a times students, they don't realize what their aptitude is. Their aptitude, their ability and their fascination could be different. These are three different words which everybody should understand. What is aptitude? Aptitude is the natural ability to do something. In other words, it is inherent talent which comes by birth. In a way, it is genetic. It is not something which is acquired. It is inborn talent. Some people, for example, Mangalampalli Balamurali Krishna, M.S. Subbalakshmi, they had aptitude towards music. That was evident when they were quite young, when they were 5-year old or so. And among many students, it may not be so evident. The aptitude of certain people becomes quite evident when they are quite young, when they are just 3 or 4 or 5-year old. But in majority of the cases, maybe in 90% of the cases, the aptitude is not revealed. The person himself or herself, the student himself or herself may not understand what his aptitude is. And parents too, unless and until they are going in a scientific way, they fail to understand the aptitude of the child. Quite often, they mistake the like, dislike, the fascination of the child as the aptitude. This like or dislike or the fascination may or may not match with the aptitude. The aptitude of the child could be mathematics, could be engineering. But the child has watched certain movies on TV channels and he or she got attracted towards wildlife photography. So they may tell, no, I don't like engineering. I want to become a wildlife photographer. I want to become a fashion designer. I want to become a model. This is their fascination, unable to understand what their mind is actually about. It's something like your inner self. Many people cannot understand what one's aptitude is. So they get students, because of their immaturity, they quite often get attracted to certain things quite fast and they feel it is their aptitude. Here lies the difficulty. What is ability is something which is developed or acquired. A student may not have engineering aptitude, may not have the talent to love physics and mathematics, but if the student is working hard, putting a concerted effort, the student may secure 90% or even 100% in class 8, class 9, class 10. So this should not be misunderstood as aptitude. This is the ability. This student, even though he or she was securing 90 plus percentage in higher classes, 8th, 9th and 10th, the ability, aptitude may not suit engineering. So if they pursue engineering as their career, they may not excel in that field. So parents should understand the difference between aptitude and fascination, or like and dislike. Also understand the difference between aptitude and ability and should take an informed decision. Now, how to understand the aptitude of children? We are going to bring a series of videos on these topics. Now, this is the first video in this series after 10th class. Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel Vasireddy Apex Classes. In the next part of the video, second part of the video, I'm going to talk about the aptitude required to become a successful engineering. Those students who want to take up MPC and who wants to join engineering courses. It could be IIT or some other premier engineering college in India and abroad. What kind of aptitude should they possess? We are going to talk about this in the second video, and later on I'm going to talk about the aptitudes required to pursue different careers in streams like medicine, accountancy, law, civil services, management, fine arts, so on and so forth. So kindly subscribe our YouTube channel, and I'll be guiding you scientifically as to how to ascertain, how to understand the aptitude of your ward.